The following is for entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors. We are not responsible for any losses, only the profits.
What's happening, Aqua Nation? Hey, we got some news on Bitcoin. Guess what? PayPal is going to start utilizing Bitcoin as something that's going to be tradable within its own system come 2021. This is huge news. PayPal announced on Wednesday it is entering into the cryptocurrency market, according to multiple reports. Yep, I even checked PayPal's.com is even branding it and reporting it themselves. It's true. PayPal customers will be able to use cryptocurrencies, so more than just Bitcoin, to shop at any merchant in its large network starting early 2021, the company said. This is so massive. You can buy stuff on eBay finally with cryptocurrency. This is big. Payments will be settled through fiat currencies, similar to many existing crypto merchant solutions like BitPay. This means that the merchants will be receiving fiat as PayPal will take the care of the conversion. The coins initially supported will include Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin, the company said. The payments giant partnered with Paxos to deliver the service, and it obtained a conditional cryptocurrency license from the state of New York Department of Financial Services, known as a BIT license. In addition to cryptocurrency payments, PayPal users will also be able to purchase crypto directly through the app. This is so massive. My heart has initially started breaking in half though, because it's been a dream of mine that one of these SPACs grabs something like Coinbase and brings them to market. You know, someone who interchanges fiat and cryptocurrencies. But now PayPal is stepping in and saying that they're going to do it. As far as I know, the biggest money mover on the internet, I might be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, everybody knows PayPal. Everybody knows PayPal. But I guess what you could look at it as is if a SPAC does grab, let's say Coinbase, it will probably actually ride the coattail of this. So it's kind of that synergy thing where I guess it could actually pump with it. So I guess that's good too. But I was hoping we'd get a Coinbase before it was cooler, because now it's going to get even cooler when it pops. So hopefully we're already in it. PayPal will feature a cryptocurrency wallet, letting users buy, sell, and hold crypto via PayPal apps. PayPal is one of the largest global payments provider with 346 million active accounts and 222 billion in volume processed in Q2 2020. Unreal. So it's almost $1 trillion a year projected. It was one of the initial founding members of Libra Association, though it's subsequently dropped out after regulatory pressure mounted for the project. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, remember those Bitcoin plays I was talking about, was it Monday? Saying, hey, I think it might be a decent time to look at these again. Well, they started shooting up today. First one, Mara, M-A-R-A. We did a video on Bitcoin stuff. Check that out if you haven't watched it. Mara is a great one. That one was up 21-ish% today. But then also Riot was up about 12% today. After hours, it's actually gone up a little bit. But I just wanted to put this chart up to remind everybody the power of Bitcoin and getting into these plays and what can happen. So if you didn't see that video, look at this. It was trading right around where it's at now, $4 back in 2017. All of a sudden, Bitcoin started flying up. And guess what happened? Mara and Riot did too. It went from $4 all the way up to $46 in like a half of a year. Do you want to ride that train? I sure do. I'm jumping on board. Come on, take me with you. That's why I have been riding in at least Mara since I did that video, I think. Maybe in Riot. I can't remember if I've been in and out of Riot. Regardless, I want to be in there for this next rocket ship, because I believe Bitcoin will eventually get all-time highs for sure. Absolutely for sure. Just a matter of time when. Bitcoin has also started kind of going up a little bit. You know, it's kind of trickling up, starting to go up. So I was bringing it up on Monday. Here is Riot zoomed in. I gave us a channel here, some lines to watch. Just check a look at the red line, right? You know, perfect entry would be if this were to come back down to maybe like, I don't know, I think it's up right here now, maybe like 380 or something. If it gets back to 380, it might be a good time to get in. This could still fall back down, you know, if Bitcoin gets manipulated back down. Of course, this could still get back down to $2 or $3, but this is one of those ones I've said that I keep in one of my accounts that is just the one I never look at, right? It's one that I buy stuff. I know it's chilling in there. I don't need to look at. I'm not worried about like swing trading this thing. That's not why I'm in these. I'm in these for that 10xer. I want to go from $4 to 40. That's why I am. So I ain't gonna touch it until I start hearing everyone ask me, "Have you seen Bitcoin? Have you seen Bitcoin?" Then I'll start looking at that account like, "Oh yeah, all right, I'm seeing it now." So what do you think? Are y'all in this already? Is anyone already in Riot or Mara or some of the other ones? I think these ones might be the best to play the way we're doing it without directly investing in them. This is like indirectly. If you don't know, watch that video. It'll give you a lot more information of what I'm really talking about with these. We also got a question asked about SBE. He said, "Hey, do you think," from one of our Patreons, he said, "Do you think SBE will continue to uptrend this week, or is it going to run out of steam by Friday?" It's a really good question. Let's look at SBE. This is one of my favorite SPACs of all time. And it is holding very well. Fantastic. Oh yeah, okay, so I actually pointed this out, right? To the Patreons, that we have a massive cup and handle pattern is what this looks like. Boom, look at this chip from Beauty and the Beast turned sideways, right? And then the handle's coming out, coming down. Look at that, I drew that out, what, on Friday or something? I gave it to him. Let me know in the Patreons down below. I was saying I think this is topped out. We're probably gonna get a cup and handle coming down. Well, guess what's going on? Looks like we got a cup and handle. Right? For our Patreons too, I actually pointed this out down here, right around $13.65. That I was saying this bottom of the channel broke, it recorrected back, and it might be a decent time to look in. This was also right when calls came out. You know, this is just pointing out one play where you could have done very, very well on there. But regardless, let's get back to the question at hand. By end of week, what do I think is going to happen? I don't know. Do we have a line, a horizontal, anywhere around here? I'm not really seeing one. I mean, we could have one here. I don't see any massive, we don't have any gaps going up, which is great. So that means we don't necessarily have to fill them. I'd say if we had to have a line, it might be here, but we've only touched that once. Have we touched anything here more than once? Not really. I don't know. It still could be creating this handle a little bit more. It's pretty tight though. You know, it's pretty tight, which means the tighter they get, the more apt they are to finally break north or south. Let's see if we can't wrap a burrito. Wrap it up in a nice warm tortilla here. Give us some sort of flag. Let's draw another one. Make this one green because we want to get to it. Something like that. So it's basically just creating a bull flag for us. And again, it's getting tight. You know, so maybe tomorrow, what are we at? Tuesday, Wednesday? Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday, end of week. It's either gonna break the green or break the red. That's what I think. More than likely, when you have this massive cup and handle, number one, and then when you also have a bull flag, technically, big traders, big boy traders, will put in a buy a little bit above, maybe 3, 5, 10% above this green line. Because they are betting that, because of what this is showing, is that it's probably going to break the green and then zip up to all-time highs again. Because again, we just hit all-time highs. What was this, Monday? Yesterday. Yesterday, we're at all-time highs. Out at 1755. But guess what? People want to take some profit. That's fine. That's great. Give us this massive cup and handle. Let's get this thing to 20. That's what I think. I think this thing wants to get 20. Now, again, can this break down below? For sure it can, because if I and we can see this, And maybe the big boy hedge funders are watching these videos now and they see this and like, oh yeah, let's get the octopus fam now, okay? If they see this and we're pointing this out, they can see it too. So they know that we're seeing this as a massive cup and handle, and that we know that we're seeing it as a bull flag in it too. So they can be like, you know what? I'm gonna take 10 million and make this thing go down tomorrow. So just watch it. I mean, if I was looking for a re-entry right now, right when I said that, I was instantly thinking, I'm not taking re-entry now, but maybe not. It's so crazy right now. Keep in mind too, everybody, that this is historically always a terrible time for stocks because they're crazy. I think this is probably, at least in the past, I don't know, 40, probably about 40, 50 years, the craziest presidential election battle that's going on with America right now, for sure. What does that mean? Stuff should be volatile, so don't get upset when it is. And if you are, then just pull out and hold your cash until after all it's done, because no matter what, stuff is going to keep getting crazier and crazier and crazier, and we're going to keep getting fake outs. I personally think the market's actually doing better than I was thinking it was going to do this month. But again, they're doing that on purpose. They want people to get comfortable. They want people to go all in, because then they can pull the rug. So just be careful, right? Of course, I would like to, if this thing got back down to like 14-ish, 14, 20-ish, 25, I'd probably be backing the truck up a little bit again on this puppy. That's me personally. I'm saying follow me. That's just where I would be looking at on this thing. I still think this is the king dog of the whole market. And then Chevy coming out, GM coming out with the Hummer release. I mean, all the American boys are starting to put out their stuff. EV, man, it's the future. Get in now while it's still not that cool. That's what I think. It might be cool in the SPAC world, but not overall. Regardless, anyone else in SBE, what are you thinking on this? You think I'm correct? What do you think? Let's call it down in the comments. I think, I'm going to throw it out there. I think it will break south. I think it'll break bear. Why? Because I think it's going to fake people out. This is pretty darn apparent. I think it's going to fake people out. People are going to freak, and then it'll bleed out a little bit, maybe get close to 15-ish, and then we'll just moon. Like maybe Monday or something, we might just then take off for all-time highs again. And then, of course, it'll always get weird. It'll start to get weird at the previous all-time highs. Stuff will get shaky because people are like, we're going to hit this? We're going to break it? We're going to slice through it? What are we going to do? We're going to slice right through it? That's what people are trying to figure out. So just pay attention to these lines we got in here, and don't think that just because everything looks like a perfect setup to go north, it will. Because it definitely could come south and fake people out and then zip up. Just watch it. If y'all haven't subscribed, please do it. It definitely helps out the channel. If you wouldn't mind joining the Patreon, it definitely helps out too. And please share this with your friends, or even just like the video. All that little things help out the channel. Y'all take care. Bye-bye. Did you know that we give away free silver? Simply leave a comment on the video, and as long as you're in the continental United States, you can be automatically entered to win. Please friend us on Twitter and StockTwits.